Hello friends, well we're back. So I had some memory issues with my recordings and we fixed that up and now we're good. But there's a big thing going on in Paraguay where they're introducing a central bank digital money as well as making Bitcoin legal. And they're going to let the two tenders fight it out in a location, and that's Paraguay. So that just came out today, which is pretty interesting. So we're going to do a whole read, but we're going to do a full read on Paraguay because that's an interesting situation, and I'd like to know how that came about. So I guess Sweden isn't next in line, and Paraguay's going. I think Sweden's too stable. The people aren't needy enough, shall we say. There are other places that could benefit and they need it more quickly. But anyway, let's see what Paraguay has to say. Hope you're all doing well. It's a nice day here. Just came back from a dog walk. Okay. The universe has a plan for me. The universe has a plan for me. That's fun. Okay? That means the universe has a plan for Bitcoin, I think. Because that's me. The universe has a plan for me. Okay. That's just fun. Okay, let's see. What's our other little oracle gonna tell us? I think it's kind of fun that they're going to do this as a competing thing because I think they're pretty sure that Bitcoin would work and Bitcoin's going to win. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it because they think it's fun too. Oops. Masculine energy. We get that a lot for Bitcoin. Masculine energy. So, yeah, I guess business, finance, things of the world, outer structures. Competition. So there's all that stuff. Wow, Paraguay. Once again, I was going to do a read on something else, and that came up this morning over coffee, and I said, nope, that's it. That's the subject. I didn't mean to do so many locations all in a row, but it just worked out that way. Yeah, one more. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. So that's interesting too. Don't let the central bank and all the boogie money hold you back. Go into Bitcoin. And the other thing is Bitcoin appreciates. And I don't think the central bank digital money will appreciate. South Node. Reminds me of Pumbaa. Leave you behind in your past. 114. Oh, way in the back. 114. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Wow, what an appropriate message for Paraguay and the contests that they're going to have now. Attuned to the moon, I release the past. Additional meanings: a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Boy, that's true. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Yes. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Yes. I say that a lot. The teaching. The south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us what we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The south node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Well, if that, we could just stop the reading right now because the moon card just told us everything we need to know about the situation. Because all of that is true. All of that is absolutely true. So that's funny. Yes, the old ways are going to be the old ways if they're in physical dollars or in digital. It doesn't matter. They're going to be controlled. They're going to be taxed. They're going to be... And Bitcoin isn't any of that because that's what's wrong with the system. So if people want to just pretend that a digital boogie system is different than what already is out there and killing us, then they need an education. There we are. We need people talking about this and telling people what's really happening. Oh man, that moon reading in the South Node. Oh man, that's like the whole show. Okay, I gotta cut the deck. The magician. Paraguay's showing up as the magician. They better be. Major Arcana. They better perform some magic. There it is. Oh yeah, take a look. This is Paraguay. See under there it says Paraguay. That's the magician. And they're going to have to be magical in order to achieve their goals. What's crossing them right now? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So a lot of motherly energy. It's a lot of home and comfort and trying to deliver all things to all people. So that makes sense. They're trying to be the best one. You know, the people are going to decide. So who's going to be the best one? And that's what they're trying to do, out-mother each other. They're, because it's a competition. It's a masculine competition. What a funny read. Anyway, yeah, so they're, that's what they're competing for, the people. So they're trying to be, who's going to be nicer? Who's going to win more people over? I don't know if it's about being nice. I think it's about being honest and transparent, and not being honest and not being transparent. Okay, anyway, where are we coming from? What's the history? The Empress. Wow. Well, very sovereign, very, very good situation. So I guess for a long time they had a country that was very good. And that's where they're coming from. That's its richness, its comfort, its, you know, making choices, its grounding. It's all of those wonderful things of all of the queens. You know, here again, feminine energy, interesting. I wonder if they have a history of being like a mother energy, Paraguay. I don't know much about the country. Anyway, what are they hoping for? Celebrations. They're hoping for good times and good celebrations. And once again, it looks like that's 3 women. But yeah, they want to celebrate. They want it to go well. Both of them want to win. Both of them want to win. Maybe they'll have a society where there's both, but I can't imagine why. Here's the Empress I want you to take a look at. Yeah, in this depiction anyway. Very comfortable, you know, loose dress. Doesn't really worry about what anybody thinks. Does what she wants. Very sovereign. Okay, let's see where they're going to. Uh-oh. The tower. A clash. A big clash. Something's gonna fall. Something's gonna go down screaming. Oh God, look at that. Wow. And I think I might know who, but I don't know. What tools do they have? Knight of Wands. It's a lot of action and passion and energy and moving forward and swiftness. Yep. Wow. So, yeah, they're all motivated, very motivated. And they're looking for the celebration. And, wow, they're going from sovereignty to crash and burn. Wow. Well, this is interesting. We'll see how they get there. Jeez, you know, you never can predict this stuff. Okay, how does Paraguay see itself in relation to what they just announced and what they're preparing to do? King of Wands. That's pretty great, considering the Knight of Wands is their tools. King of Wands is a more wise king, but he gets things done. Definitely an active, gets things done. He goes out among the people, he walks around, he's involved, he does things and is, you know, I guess available. Well, that's good. Uh-oh, it's the damn dogs again. Okay, anyway, what's the environment they find themselves in? King of Pentacles. Wow. Like, yes, look at this. They're a very wealthy country. They have a lot to offer, and that's where they find themselves. That's where they find themselves. So a lot of wealth, a lot of richness. Yeah, you know, here it is again. It sounds like they're a very wealthy, sovereign country. So for them to be doing this is interesting, that they're having this experiment. Okay, well, we'll give you a choice. You know, what do you want to go with? Wow. Hopes and fears. Oh, well, I guess they're at a crossroads. One way or the other. Hopes and fears. One way or the other. So we'll decide. We'll set them both out there and see what happens. Sooner or later, one of them's going to go away. Sooner or later, one of them's going to go away. So we'll see. This is going to be a very interesting experiment to watch as humanity, you know. Especially right after we did all those reads on all those countries. This is a whole nother thing. A whole nother thing. And the final outcome will be... Whoa, we got two cards. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, so it might be a little tricky, but they'll deliver. It'll show up, and people will be happy. They'll be satisfied. Yeah, emotionally, they'll be where they need to be, like secure. So there you go. I feel like I need to read about the Knight of Cups. Let's just see if there's something else in here. Appearance, advance, invitation, presence, enticement. An invitation to flattery and romance. Yeah, so they're going to end up in a good place, regardless of what they think might happen, and regardless of what does happen. They're going to go through the crash and burn of something, and then the rest will be good. But they're coming from a good place, and they're going to a good place. Here's the Knight of Cups. There he is. So I'd see this as it's going to be a fun experiment for the world to watch, but it's not like they think that there's a real competition here. I think Bitcoin's going to wipe the floor with them. And then the central bank digital currency will go down, which will kind of show the rest of the world that it's not worth going through this, so let's just all adopt Bitcoin. I think that's the narrative that's going to develop from this. That's the sense I get from the cards. So that makes sense. That makes sense. A lot of big players, though. You know, major arcanas, kings and queens, knights. A lot of big cards, a lot of big energy, big people energy. So it might be that there's just some people putting a little private bet on the side that probably isn't monetary. But it's interesting that we've gotten to the point where now we can do this. Because it's going to be an interesting thing to watch how this country develops. I mean, Argentina, yeah, but this too. Okay, let's see what we got. The stork, so arrivals, news. That's that, like, tricky, scattering, you know, negative kind of thing, energy. And the fish. I think the fish is like prosperity. Commerce, funding, money, wealth, independence. And 23. Stress, worry, nagging feelings, fear, deterioration. Yeah, so this is the fiat system. This is Bitcoin. Change, birth, new ideas, transformation. So we can we can see that these are the two energies at play here. They're you know, sending them both off into the world, and really we're gonna watch this happen, and then, you know, Bitcoin's gonna come out and be wonderful. But this is kind of looking at both situations and saying we need something new, and we're going to eclipse that out and we'll end up with Bitcoin. And I think that's what we're seeing here. But it's going to be fun. Even if you think you know who the winner is, it's still fun to watch the race. So, you know, that's a fun Lenormand. Again, it's a concept rather than a sentence. It's a concept. Oh, I'll leave those out. So that's fun. Okay. And what animal's going to show up today? Oh, I can't even begin to guess. Okay, what are you going to show us today? 1, 2, 3. The owl. Well, that's interesting too. Remember the last time we got the owl? Because that could be deep state, and it's right next to the tower and the rat. So all that energy is together. That's the central bank digital currency right there. Ick. Okay, owl. Also wisdom. Also seeing. And here we are in the air again. There we are. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. Well, 21 million. Generous, trusting, secure. Well, there you go. Paraguay. That's it. So I don't know what you think, but I think that's good for them. I will be celebrating with them when it's all over. But it'll be fun watching it happen. Especially this part. But they're coming from a good place, you know, like like Sweden, they're in a good place. They're stable, but it's funny that they're introducing both of them at the same time in the same bill, and they're going to have both. And it's like, okay, go, and everybody starts doing their thing. So like I said, it'll be a lot of fun to watch. We should keep our eyes on that. Anyway, thanks so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you have any ideas about shows that I should do, put real specific questions in the comments, and I'll consider it. Anyway, thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.